Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here with some more 1212 AD action for you today, and we have a glorious river crossing battle here today as the Swiss are defending against a grand Mongol invasion here, and they have decided to stop the Mongol hordes at this river crossing here, and both sides are currently trading some trebuchet volleys, or it looks like artillery volleys. We have a culverin and a trebuchet over here being set up, and over on the far side a trebuchet for the Golden Horde. It also looks like they brought the famous rocket card, which doesn't really do too much in the way of damage, but it really scares units. That's all I can say about this unit. It's just a real scary unit. Just does a lot of damage to morale. Mongols have got obviously Mongolian heavy horse archers here. They've got looks like a mix of tier 3 and going on here. We've got Bulgar lancers from tier 1 as well. So yeah, a mix of tiers going on. Tier 2 general. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, that is for sure. And artillery coming flying in here. I think trying to maybe go for those trebuchets, but I'm not really sure. I missed everything there. Genoese crossbows being set up by the Mongols. But yeah, the Swiss, I don't know if they've all gone for the same tier. I think he has maybe gone all tier 3. There's actually a lot of units getting hit back here for the Swiss. Yeah, they brought a lot of these nasty shock infantry units as well, and they are going to be brutal. He needs to maybe move his shock infantry a little further forward. I feel like they're going to get hit by these culverins. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not sure actually. These culverins are trying to take out these trebuchets, and I think they narrowly missed it. That was very, very unlucky. You can see now that the Mongols flanking around here. The Swiss don't seem to have much in the way of cavalry, so this could be a huge problem here. The Mongols already have a massive, massive advantage. I can't see any like some cavalry anyway for the Swiss, unless there's anything waiting in the wings, but I can't see it. I mean, I don't know if these horse archers will engage, but this general here, Peterman, he could definitely take out that Bulgar lancer. It's a light shock cav. He is a heavy. Also, he's tier 2 against tier 1. Definitely has the advantage there in tiers. The tier 3 Mongolian heavy horse archers, though, might cause a few issues for that general. And you can see the Bulgar lancers, I think, are worried that there is stuff in the forest here waiting for them. There isn't. And yeah, they need to just don't worry about that really. There's nothing in there that the Swiss to put him in lying in wait, but I guess a rear charge would be pretty good. Peterman here now running for his life. These shock infantry might want to think about turning around. Maybe the spears as well, turning around, protecting stuff. Artillery coming in though, and really hitting these Swiss hard. So yeah, I mean, this is a really strong infantry army, and the Mongols really gone for a fairly strong cavalry army, as they probably should. Their infantry isn't anything exceptional. They have got a no heavy lancer waiting in the rear. So they have got some nasty shock. And he really went heavy on the artillery. So he really was like going to try and just shell his opponent. And you can see the rocket cards coming in. There's a lot of like morale damage, like gunpowder -10 and whistling shot -12. So it's 22 in total that rocket card does in damage to morale there. And here we go. We're going to have a charge from those heavy horse archers. They're going in. They're almost like hybrid units, really. They are really, really strong in melee, these guys. And they're already in there clashing. The Swiss have got a rough game for them here. These light spears, I mean, they're still vulnerable to a cav charge, really. They are only light cav. The general going in here as well, Peterman. And yeah, the cavalry, actually, the Mongolian heavy horse archers actually doing a pretty good job winning that fight. The artillery all the crews being like kicked off their artillery pieces. They need to be careful that they don't just get taken out. These horse archers, I'd have them focusing down things like the trebuchet crews with the bows. It looks like Peterman's now going in amongst the horse archers here. If he gets a better charge off, those horse archers are done for, and they are, yeah, losing decisively. But that guy did fall there. Some Swiss knights still dying in the process. But yes, if you're enjoying the 1212 action and would like to see some more medieval battles, then do remember to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new on here in the comment show spot. Oh, brutal! Peterman was wavering for a minute there, and yeah, the artillery coming in is really doing some damage to these this melee combat down here, which is, yeah, it started pretty aggressively, and we can see now the Mongols taking this advantage with the disarray in the front lines to push forward pole arms and to try and make an advance over here. If the Swiss can deal with the cav in the back lines, they have a chance of winning this one, because the cav was the Mongols' real trump card. But the general is wavering here. They need to get these spears and these shock infantry in here quick. Bulgar lancers are wavering along with the Mongolian horse archers there. But yeah, the artillery could definitely just take out this general if they're really unlucky here. Sorry, the artillery could really take out that general. I think that's what I meant to say, but I don't know if I did. These the knights here doing a good job. And yeah, I mean, the final, like, Noka Lancer now coming across. I think that's going to try and hunt down Peterman here. Probably try and take him out. They need to protect him at all costs. I'm surprised the Swiss didn't bring any, like, gunners or something. Or any ranged units, to be honest. They would have been pretty useful. The gunners are pretty exceptional. But to help deal with these polearms quite nicely. I guess they can try and flank, though. They have the units that they could try and flank with the shock infantry. Yeah, you can see the Noka heavy lancers. They're just trying to pin down Peterman. And they are tier 3 against tier 2. They have the advantage in literally, like, strength and just, like, freshness. And yeah, good charge there. That's probably going to wipe out that general, I have a feeling. I mean, yeah, he's not dead yet, but he's wavering, and that's a real problem there for the Swiss. If they lose their general, morale could just crumble the rest of that line. What have we got here? Dismounted Drausina auxiliaries. General has fallen. There you go. The Swiss general is dead. That could cause all sorts of morale. I think the trebuchet is broken there. Yeah, the crew are gone. And lots of units wavering here. Look at this. Shock infantry 94 and 89 wavering. This is not good at all. Like that artillery just coming in and doing a good amount of damage to morale. And that's all they need to do. I mean, like we've already seen, the rocket carts can inflict minus 22 morale. That is huge amount of morale damage. And they could just break a lot of stuff. I mean, also the Drausina here, 86, and they're wavering. I mean, that might have something to do with the whistling shot from the rocket carts, but I'm not sure. These yeah, the shock infantry actually has rallied. And it's now going to get a rear charge off here. And they might rout those Drausina pretty almost instantly. They need to charge in, men of the Swiss. I don't know what that is, but men of the Swiss is now a thing. I'm saying these guys clearly didn't make it in the Swiss Guard, so now they have to fight in the Swiss National Army. Yeah, I don't know. These guys are mercenary Mordvin spears. Yeah, they're not going to be anything impressive. They might win still because the morale is a big problem for the Swiss right now. You can, like I said, it's down to minus 12 now. I don't know why it was minus 22 earlier, but yeah. Dismounted Drausina, they're still winning here. I mean, the problem is the gun is here as well. And the crossbow is also focusing down the shock as they flank. So it's a risky business. It's working to flank. They're getting a lot of kills with the shock infantry, but it is risky because morale could break them. And certainly with army losses, that will be more and more likely for the shock infantry. But yeah, hold them in place with the halberds and the shock infantry flanking around doing a good job. I think that Noka, the Noka Lancer is still in combat. He really needs to cycle his cav out. This is not good. Certainly the Mongol player, yeah, just needs to cycle the cav. Just keeping it in combat here with shock infantry, which excels at killing cavalry once in combat. And also, I think they have spears in it. Yeah, it's not a good mix. The general there breaking. And now they have all the same infantry in the back that's freed up. I don't know whether the general is dead. I don't think he is yet for the Mongols, but they've lost their strength, their cav, which is a real problem. These guys are just staring, looking at each other. They're not even stabbing each other. Or occasionally are stabbing each other, and that is it. We are seeing a lot of breaking troops over here, though. 82-man unit breaking there. And their shock infantry breaking as well. And the spears, these Mordvin spears, they're getting a good flank onto the side of the pole arms. Poking away at them, killing a fair few. Keep killing these boys. See already the pole arms starting to waver. They're not looking good. That general needs to stay out there for the Mongols. Just stay alive, stay safe. That'll help with morale. They could still chain rout these Swiss. You can see balance power not looking great. 600 against 900. The Mongols do outnumber the Swiss fiercely. But the Swiss infantry is pretty strong and will hold for a while. And I say that as they break at 56 men, which that's not awful. These guys were wavering at 101. The Swiss do need to be careful. They need to be careful not to flank too much. They in danger getting shot up by the gunners and the crossbows. And I think the shock infantry is going to now try and do a flank onto these Mordvin spears. The artillery come flying and you can just hear it overhead. It's not very accurate, like I said. It's just there to scare the enemy. There's that rocket artillery. And you can see the flaming bolts coming in. And look at it. There's so much damage to morale, though. It affects so many units. I mean, they're actually wavering their own men, I think. Pole arms here in a real bad position. They're actually nearly out of mainline infantry. That might be able to help them at 500 against 800. It's going to be close, that is for sure. Really, really close finish here. Yes, if you want to send in your own 12-12 AD replays to be featured on the channel, feel free to send them in to my Discord. The link for that server is down below in the description. It's the best place to send in your medieval kingdoms replays, and I'm always looking for more. So I'm always happy to see what you guys have been up to in your battles and your sieges. Another polearm being routing the spear there, so good job there by the Mongols, but they're still having their own issues with morale, but they are trying to waver, and a gunner getting caught out, that is a huge win there for the Swiss. I mean, these gunners are going to do a lot of damage to morale. I think it's going to be really tough for the Swiss because they've got to somehow find a way to get across to that rocket artillery, to be honest. I mean, they can try and rout everything, I guess. If they can get the shock infantry now and just flank into the side. They are breaking stuff, though. It's really super aggressive. A general has to just stay alive. The polearms there. Look at that, a mass rout going on. Now it's just onto the crossbows. These crossbows are probably praying that these spears will rally, but it doesn't look like they're going to. The Swiss have made a little bit of a comeback here, but it's not over yet. Crossbows. Now I've got a battle in this riverbed here. The Russians would probably favour them. They're wearing less armour, like in reality. Polearms here moving forward as well. Keep poking away at those crossbows. And the thing is, once they're out of combat, it's going to make it a bit easier. Oh, here we go, though. A general charging. Could he get a rear charge hit onto the polearms? Oh, it looks like he's charged head on into them, to be honest. That might kill him off. That might kill the general. He's wavering. That might just be the final nail in the coffin there for the Mongols. It looked like they were going to do okay. It looked like they might still win it off like morale. They keep shelling stuff. Yeah, that unit, they're breaking at 68 men. The Swiss did rout that general, but they're also still wavering in a lot of areas here. But they've got a couple of polearms left, and that's it, really. They just need to keep, like, just stay out of range, the Mongols need to. They can just focus these units down, but they keep wavering, that's the problem. Whistling shot and various... They're actually going to go into combat, that's brave. Really brave. I would have just stayed out of combat. They should have just run away and just shot at the enemy as they came closer, because the polearms can't catch them. Oh, artillery coming in, they're doing a really nice amount of damage, but it seemed like more to friendlies than to foes. You can see there again, morale. It's going to be affected. Yeah, missing. A bad miss there. And that's helped break these mercy Genoese. And I think the Mongol player might be about to throw the game himself here. His artillery, I think, is actually going to kill off his own army through morale. Jeez, like the artillery going off this one. It's insane. And there you go. You got the handgunners there being routed, and that, I think, is going to be the battle. I don't know if these guys are going to be able to rush it. Going to have to rush it. Maybe the artillery could rout these polearms. But yeah, the polearms, I guess, if they can just rush these guys, will be pretty set. We'll just fast forward a little bit. There is a potential, I guess, that the Swiss still could get routed here by these rocket carts. And a good hit from the trebuchet could do a lot of damage. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Polearms going in. Stabbing these guys up. Stab, 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 stab. Kill them. Kill them all. Kill all these damn Mongols. End this invasion of the Europe. They actually might do it. This one's wavering, though. I think army losses will come in here. Yeah, you can see rocket car. There's only 30 guys. The Mongols are going to be defeated, but it came down to, what, like 160 men for the Swiss? It's a super close one. It's definitely a Pyrrhic victory. My gosh. So we'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. So yeah, I mean, this one was sent in by Drunk Norwegian, who was playing as the Swiss, his beloved Swiss army. He does love playing as them. 136 kills for one of his shock infantry here. 293 for another one here. The other two not doing so great, but this one, like, carried, I feel like. That's nearly 300 kills. The pole, sorry, the pikes. No, not even the pikes. The spears. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll get through all through the spear units, and we'll eventually get there. The spears, though, getting 83 kills. I was probably trying to say Pavis, but just struggled really hard there. The pole arms, though, are down here, and they got 103 kills, 111, which is not bad at all. And this one's still relatively healthy. Yeah, artillery didn't do a lot, and I don't feel like he did a lot in the way of morale either. But I guess you have to bring it if the enemy you think is going to bring it, and try and challenge it. And then we have Toktam, I think is how you say it. Do apologize, probably butchered the name. Infantry really did not do a lot. I mean, polearms 81 kills, not bad. But yeah, the spears really not performing. 64 kills for these Genoese crossbows. The gunners did a decent amount of damage, but I think more in morale than in kills. The Cav, 46 kills. The best were actually from his horse archers, 106 kills, and his trebuchet getting 125 kills, and the rocket car getting 98 kills. So yeah, not in like insane kills, but it was a much smaller army, I guess, they're facing. So that probably comes into it a bit. But yeah, really well done to both players. It was a super close river battle. I guess in a weird way, it's like a siege because they have artillery on either side. But yeah, really fun. If you'd like to see more like river battles, I have got another one, a much larger one. I'm definitely going to be showing off soon. But this was a super close one. I felt like I had to show it to you guys. But yeah, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. Feel free to join the Discord and hit that notification bell and all that fancy stuff. But I'll see you guys in the next battle. Bye for now.